Hi everyone, my name is Putri Nabila and welcome to our vlog. We are from Group 3 and today we are diving into a really important topic which is think before you post, understanding social media ethics. Social media is a powerful tool, but with great power comes great responsibility. We will be sharing key insights on how to stay ethical and respectful online. And by the way, I'm the editor for our group's vlog, so I hope you enjoy the final cut. Let's get started.
Think before you post, understanding social media ethics. So what is social media ethics? It refers to the moral principle and standard that govern behavior and practices on social media platform, emphasizing responsibility, honesty and respect for the individual and communities. These ethics are designed to ensure that the users of the social media platform conduct themselves in more ethical manners. This guideline covers key areas like: first, transparency, being upfront about who you are and what you're doing. Second, privacy, protecting people's personal information. Third, truthfulness, avoiding misleading claims or fake news. Fourth, respect, treating others with kindness and avoid offensive content. 5. Fairness, presenting balanced information without being biased. And lastly, accountability, owning your action and content. One of the primary reasons why social media ethics are important is because these platforms have a significant impact on public opinions and influence the decision-making process. Therefore, it is important to consider the potential consequences of our action on social media and act in a way that upholds ethical standards. While social media ethics and governance provide a framework for responsible use, challenges can still arise. Here are some common challenges or issues in digital communication. Social media is everywhere today, and using it raises some important ethical issues for people. Privacy is one of the most pressing ethical issues in social media. Social media platform often requires users to share personal information to create profile. This has raised concern about the misuse of the personal data and the potential data breaches. Users must be aware of the risk involved in sharing their personal information online and should take steps to protect their privacy. Another ethical issue is the potential for online harassment and cyberbullying. Social media provide platform to users communicate with each other, but this can also lead to online harassment and bullying, which can have serious consequences for the victim, including mental health issues and suicide. Social media users must be aware of their words and action impact on others and should use these platforms respectfully and responsibly. The spread of misinformation and fake news is another major ethical consideration for social media users. False information can have serious consequences too. Users should be aware of the importance of fact-checking and should share accurate and reliable information. And finally, there is the issues of addiction of social media. Research has shown that excessive use of social media can negatively impact mental health, including depression and anxiety. Social media users must be aware of the user's habit and strive to use these platform balanced and healthy. Now let's see the next part.
My friend has already explained what media ethics is, but what exactly is it? We see a lot of content every day online, but have you ever stopped to think about whether the content we share or consume is ethical? Let's break it down. Social media ethics refers to the principles and guidelines that govern how we behave online, ensuring that our actions are responsible, respectful, and do not harm others. With millions of people interacting online, it is crucial that we understand the impact our posts and actions can have on individuals and society. Now, let's talk about three major ethical principles that guide online behavior. The first principle is utilitarianism. This principle focuses on the outcomes of our actions. When we post online, we should consider whether the content benefits the largest number of people. For example, sharing educational resource or supporting positive causes. The next principle is deontology. This principle says we should follow rules and duties. In the context of social media, it's about respecting laws such as privacy rights and not spreading harmful or misleading content. And the third principle is virtue ethics. This focuses on the character of the person behind the actions. For social media, it's about being authentic and acting with integrity, like promoting honesty and standing up for what's right. These principles apply directly to our online actions. For example, under utilitarianism, we should share content that benefits others, like spreading awareness about important social causes. The deontology reminds us to follow the rules, ensuring we respect others' privacy and avoid fake news. And finally, virtue ethics encourage us to be authentic and maintain integrity, whether it is not posting harmful content or respecting people's online spaces. By understanding and following these ethical principles, we can create a safer, more positive social media environment. In the next segment, we will dive deeper into the ethical issues we face online every day. Stay tuned.
Hi everyone, I'm Amar and I will be diving into privacy concerns about using social media in our daily life. Here's the thing, we all know that social media is actually being part of our daily life. But does social media is really safe for us to use without even being concerned? When we share a post, we like a video or we scroll the social media like platforms like TikTok, Facebook or Instagram, we are actually sharing our data away. And there are certain party that is building a profile on us. Here's the thing, what we follow, what we watch, and what we do in social media, we are always being observed by other party. Now, the scary part is we don't even realize how much data we are giving away. A big example of this is Cambridge Analytica scandal in 2018. Basically, a third-party app is collecting data from millions of Facebook users without their permission. The data was then used for political campaign, like to try and influence how the people voted. It was a huge wake-up call for a lot of people. So the ethical issue here is that about consent and transparency. Are we truly agreeing to this? Or are the terms just hidden in the long, confusing privacy policies? Are truly this platform is being honest about how they use our info? We all should have this question in our mind. So guys, before you use the social media, be sure to be cautious and concerned about our data and also privacy. That's all. Think before you post.
Today, I'll be talking about one of the biggest ethical issues in social media, that is misinformation and fake news. Firstly, misinformation refers to false information that spreads quickly online. It can influence public opinions, create hot risks, and even affect political outcomes. One reason it spreads so easily is because anyone can post on social media without needing to fact check. Fake news is often sensational or emotional, making it more likely to be shared. Social media algorithms also prioritize engaging content, which can unintentionally boost the visibility of false stories. Over time, users can become trapped in echo chambers where they only see content that confirms their existing beliefs. This issue raises serious ethical concerns. Who should be responsible for stopping the spread of fake news? Is it the individual users, the tech companies, or even the government? The real-world effects are dangerous. For example, misinformation about vaccines can cause public health crises, and false political claims can create instability. To solve this, social media platforms need stronger moderation policies. Users should also learn to verify information before sharing it. Working with independent fact checkers and promoting digital literacy are crucial steps. Overall, raising ethical awareness is key to reducing the harmful impact of misinformation on society.
Cyberbullying and harassment. Let's dive into real-world examples and consequences that comes from the act of cyberbullying. A man is thought a victim of cyberbullying was a 15-year-old girl from British Columbia, Canada, who became internationally known after she posted a YouTube video in 2012. In it, she used flashcards to silently share her painful story of being blackmailed, bullied, and isolated. It all started when someone convinced her to flash on camera. That image was later used to threaten and torment her. The bullying followed her everywhere, online and even at school. Amanda changed schools multiple times, but the harassment didn't stop. She struggled with anxiety, depression, and self-harm. Tragically, she took her own life in October 2012, just a month after posting that video. The consequences from her story is that her story sparked global conversation about cyberbullying, mental health, and online safety. In 2022, a Dutch man was convicted for his role in Amanda's blackmailing. It was a huge step for justice, but it also reminded us how serious online exploitation is. Another real-world example and consequences that comes from cyberbullying is in 2018, Guhara, a K-pop celebrity, was involved in a very public legal battle with her ex-boyfriend who threatened to release an intimate video of her, a case that highlighted serious issues like revenge porn and digital abuse in South Korea. Despite speaking out, she faced harsh public scrutiny instead of support. Behind the scene, she was struggling with depression and the intense pressure from online hate and media judgment. Tragically, she passed away in November 2019 in what was confirmed as suicide, just months after her close friend and fellow idol Sule also took her own life. The consequences from her story is that her death was a wake-up call. It started bigger conversation about mental health, cyberbullying, and how idols are treated, not just in Korea but worldwide. Guhara's case even led to the proposal of the Guhara Act, a law aimed at protecting the inheritance rights of those who are estranged from abusive family members.
Not all social media use is ethical. In fact, some cases have made global headlines. A major example is the Cambridge Analytica scandal, where millions of Facebook users' data were harvested without consent and used to influence the US election. This sparked a huge concern about privacy and manipulation. Another issue is when influencers promote a harmful products like unregulated diet pills or misleading financial scheme just for profit without caring about their followers' safety. And even the most powerful figures aren't immune to unethical behavior. Elon Musk, for instance, has faced criticism for spreading misinformation on Twitter, which sometimes causes real-world consequences. He has been accused of spreading misinformation, from promoting unverified conspiracy theory to posting misleading COVID-19 content. His tweets have even affected stock market. Just a single tweet from him can cause Tesla shares to rise or crash, which raises questions about fairness and market manipulation. Under his leadership, Twitter has also relaxed content moderation, which many say led to a rise in hate speech and misinformation on the platform. This shift puts vulnerable communities at risk and makes the online space less safe. Elon Musk's behavior shows that what can happen when powerful individuals ignore ethical responsibility online, and why accountability on social media matter more than ever.
Hi, so I will continue by showing you guys some of the good examples of social media. As the first one is how TikTok combats hate speech and helps with mental health. TikTok use their technology to remove hate speeches or contents that violating the community guidelines in order to avoid stress. Another thing is, if we type suicide or how to die in TikTok, it will appear you are not alone, like this. And the second one is Instagram hiding likes for better mental health. Sometimes people like to compare themselves to others, especially teens that always stress about how many likes they have and how many likes others have. So, by adding the hide likes count like this option really helps a lot. Last but not least is Twitter's community note to fight misinformation. Twitter, or now called X, creating feature called community notes like this, where people can add any opinion or info under others' tweets to help someone clear up the confusion or stop misleading information from spreading like this. From here, we clearly can see that actually it doesn't matter whether TikTok do this or Instagram do that, because at the end of the day, all that matters is not just about the features, it's about building a healthier online space for the rest of us.
So now I'll be talking about how we can use social media in a more ethical and responsible way, both as users and as companies, which is best practices and solutions. Let's start with what we as users can do. First of all, think before you post. Ask yourself, is it true? Is it kind? Could this hurt someone? Second, respect other people's privacy. Don't post someone's photo, message, or personal story without asking them first. Third, be kind online. Don't bully, spread hate, or make jokes that might hurt others. These are simple things, but they really help make social media safer and better for everyone. Alright, now let's talk about what companies can do. 1. They should have clear rules that protect users and apply them fairly to everyone. 2. They should be careful with algorithms. Those are the systems that decide what we see online. They should not just push shocking or false content to get clicks. 3. They should be honest about how they use our data and show us ads. One good example is Instagram. They add a feature that warns users before they post something that might be mean. It asks, "Are you sure you want to post this?" That small step can stop a lot of harm. In the end, being ethical online just means trying to do the right thing and not hurt others. Whether you're posting, commenting, or running a social media app, let's all help make social media a better place for everyone.
In conclusion, social media has become a powerful part of our daily life. We use it to share ideas, express ourselves, and connect with people from all over the world. But with that power comes responsibility. Ethical behavior on social media means thinking before we post, respecting others' feelings and privacy of others, avoiding false information, and being kind even when it's easier not to be. When we act with integrity online, we create a safer and more positive environment, not just for ourselves, but for everyone around us. It's also important to remember that what we say online can have a real-life consequence. A single post can spread quickly, influence others, or even hurt someone deeply. That's why encouraging ethical online behavior isn't just a suggestion, it's something that we should all take seriously. We can each play a role by leading through example. Let's choose words that heal, not hurt. Let's respect different opinions. Let's be the reason someone feels safe and valued online. To end, I'd like to leave you with a quote by Kevin Kelly. The internet is the world's largest copy machine. What you post, live on, so post with integrity. Let's carry that reminder with us every time we go online. That's all from us. Thank you.